This will be for the con exercise, convert units. All right, they want us to convert 1900 centimeters to meters. If you don't know how many centimeters are in a meter, just click on the reference sheet. All right, and we can see that 1 meter equals 100 centimeters. Okay, so that's what we need for this problem. Okay, we said 1 meter equals 100 centimeters. And when you have a conversion of something equals something, you can multiply by 1 over the other. All right, so like if it's the same as multiplying by 1. So if I just take the number 8 and I multiply that by 3 over 3, it's the same thing as 8 times 1. So that's just 8. So same thing here. If you have something equals something, you just multiply by 1 over the other. All right, and you can cancel units just like you can cancel fractions. If you have 1/2 times 2/3, you can cancel the 2 on the top and bottom, and you're left with 1/3. All right, so we're going to do the same thing with the units. All right, so anyhow, we start with 1900 centimeters. Okay, 1900 centimeters. And we are going to multiply by a fraction. All right, we said when something equals something, you can multiply by 1 over the other. Right here, I have centimeters in the numerator. So in order for it to cancel, I want to put centimeters in the denominator. Okay, and we said 100 centimeters equals 1 meter. So canceling units, centimeters divided by centimeters cancel. All right, and we're just left with the units of meters. In the numerator, we have 1900. And in the denominator, we have 100. Okay, you can use a calculator, but when you divide by 100, you can just cross off 2 zeros. So we're left with 19 meters. So basically, we just took the original and divided by 100 and got 19 meters. Okay, it says, which of the following measurements is greater? 4,500 grams or 0.8 kilograms. If you don't know how many grams are in a kilogram, just check out the reference sheet. Okay, and 1 gram, oh no, that's not it. Let's see. 1 kilogram equals 1,000 grams. So that's the one we need. And just for your information, it could be kilograms, it could be kilometers. 1 kilo basically means 1,000. All right, so 1 kilogram is going to equal 1,000 grams. All right, so that's the one we need. This is in grams, so I want to get this one in grams. Okay, so when you have something equals something, you can multiply by 1 over the other. And here I have kilograms in the numerator. Okay, you can pretend this is over 1 if you like. That doesn't change anything. Kilograms in the numerators, and I can put kilograms here in the denominator so it drops out. So 1 kilogram equals 1,000 grams. All right, kilograms divided by kilograms cancel. And the only units left are grams. 0.8 times 1,000, you just move the decimal over 3 places when you multiply by 1,000. So that is going to be 800 grams. All right, so this here is 800 grams. This here is 4,500. It said which one is greater. So, of course, 4,500 is greater than 800. Fill in the table to convert the units of measure from centimeters to meters or meters to centimeters. Okay. So, in case you didn't know, 100 centimeters equals 1 meter. Okay. Now, you don't always have to set up fractions. All right. Here we can just multiply or divide. So if we go from centimeters to meters, clearly we are just dividing by 100. But if you go the other way, from meters to centimeters, you're going to have to multiply by 100. Okay? So if you go from 1 to 100, you're going to multiply by 100. All right? So let's see. To go from centimeters to meters, 170 centimeters divided by 100. You just move the decimal over 2 places, 1, 2, when you divide by 100, and that's going to be a 1.7. You could say 1.70 if you like, but it's unnecessary. And to go from meters to centimeters, we're going to multiply by 100. So 11 times 100, you just add 2 zeros, and that's going to be 1100. All right, so this box is 1.7, and this box is 1100.